Hello, my friends. Boomy here once again with another video for you, my swtor brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far? Ho, ho, ho! I like what he has to say. Oh, wait, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for all your swtor fun news, sometimes guides, and updates right here, right now. My friends, I'm going to do a reaction video. I'm going to be quite honest, one of you beautiful members to the channel, Prophet, you know who you are, suggested this, emailed this to me, and pretty much was like, Boomy, you must see what this man, Diary Testament, he's on YouTube. Go follow him, go hit the likes, do all the things, my friends. swtor content creator, we got to support him. All the small channels, too, we got to do it. They told me to watch it. I got 10 seconds into it and went, I'm going to react to this video because holy dingleberry. Anyways, let's get into it. It's a long one, so let's get into what he has to say because it's as the kids would say, it's far out. Lup.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 2. As you see by the title,
There's a part 1.
Now swtor is evolving and into a real MMO.
It's
and
pretty.
What the devs should do next. I'll be covering what I feel like they should add into the game. swtor feel more like an MMO. But before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know this video was supposed to come out the day after.
I like his energy.
First video. I felt like it wasn't even just for this video, but for like all of my commentary videos, I had to make this part of the video be included, and it took a lot longer to make, and so I could put it into this video, part of the video.
I've been
if you
there.
Support the channel and the type of videos I make and the energy I bring to these type of videos.
Go follow him. Do your thing.
Or you're a passerby that's just, filling out the channel. And for the most part, most of you guys can skip this part of the video. Down here will be where you can skip over to get to the actual part 2 of the original video that I had.
We're going to stick it the whole way through,
covering what the devs should do next to make swtor feel more like
I want to hear everything he has to say.
If you want to see me rage and get a little bit irritated, I'm about to get really irritated, then be sure to stay tuned. All right, anyway, though, take care and enjoy the video. Peace, y'all.
Oh, we'll be here for all your rage, my friend. The dampered ones. Oh.
So the
hey,
reason
I've gotten that
making
comment
this part
before.
of the video is because too many times when I make these audio commentaries as a way of just bringing fun and hope to the community as what swtor should do or try to do, there's always just so many comments of people that don't even watch the video or already have their minds made up of what they...
Bad game, subpar. Stop supporting this. Then they will have to make a new, better one. That's the trick, isn't it? Like, we've talked about this before here on the channel. Money talks, but we always run into that. Okay, fine, we pulled our money. No one's going to play anymore. But will that make them make a new game? Or will that have them shut the doors? It's a tightrope for sure.
What they are going to say or want to say. Done bringing attention to these mood-killing, fun-sponging comments that are meant to bring a halt to what the main point of these videos are for. Because whether what you're saying is what you feel or is the absolute truth doesn't matter. It doesn't relate to what the channel's goal is. Or
I will say, having done this for as long as I have, ignore all those comments. Ignore them and just let them be. People are going to comment and going to say stupid crap all day long. I like to think I respond to in some manner or form to every comment on a video, but when I start seeing like those type of comments, I literally just ignore them and walk on by and say thank you for commenting and interacting with this video so that it gets more reach. So yeah, other than that, I would just ignore them.
Or at least the goal I try and bring to the
And plus, I will also say this, your community knows what you're about. So, and I get it. We're always trying to, like, get more people to join our community. At the end of the day, your community knows what you're about, and they're going to support you either way. As long as you don't go really, really crazy. Yeah. I mean, everyone's crazy is different, right?
Channel. The goal of this channel is to bring an uplift for the community, whatever community it may be, and try to be of a joint mind when we say we want certain changes in a game or whatever the case may be, which comments, if you're watching this and I refer to this timestamp, you are currently doing. And the goal of this is not to bring an authoritarian tone towards these videos or the channel as a whole, but instead it's a way to con out the people I'm timestamping this towards, that don't even give the video a chance. The people who are
I'm giving you a chance,
what
brother.
I'm saying in these videos in order to garner validity towards how you're feeling. The people who are repudiating everything I'm saying, it won't happen. This or that isn't gonna make a big change. I don't know why he's trying to make this thing to be seen better than it is. And the most painfully irritating one of them all are the comments that try to impugn facts I have said after I have doubled, no yet triple checked what I have said in these videos in order for everyone to be able to properly have a meaningful discussion so change can happen. I wouldn't.
That's the problem, though. You will be running into people who don't want to have that discussion. I run into this all the time. I know Sam does. And some of the bigger voices out there, sometimes it is like you're fighting against the wall. But my advice, I don't know why I'm giving advice. My advice to the universe on this one is just keep being you, boo, and just keep doing what you're doing. Let the naysayers neigh themselves to death. I mean, it is what it is. You just keep, if you have a passion for something, go do it. Unless it's highly illegal, then please don't do that.
I wouldn't say some of these things if I didn't triple check everything that I brought forth. I wouldn't make 20, 30-minute videos on these topics if I didn't make sure to triple check these videos. Would someone really try to spread false hope for a game that has been quote unquote dying for the past decade? I don't think anyone would.
Well, that's true.
For a game,
I think people will see that a mile away too.
You should believe that for the most part, that what I'm trying to do is just bring out some good that's actually coming out of the devs or the game, whatever it may be.
Agreed.
But like I said, the reason
celebrate when they do great. Let them know when they don't.
From people that don't even support the channel, or at the bare minimum, at least just pass through the video, which I know some of you guys do because it's about points that a person's making that they don't find true or believe. But what the thing with that statement is that they're not beliefs or things you just can't not agree with, because for the most part, these videos stating actual truth that happened in the game. But for the most part, if you're commenting under this video already as we speak about this part of the video,
this PvP
you're exactly
raid
who I'm
whatever
talking
such
towards.
A long time.
And what's the point of watching the video or even watching this channel? Or that you don't like the message or maybe even hope that I'm trying to spread? There's no point of watching if I've already mentioned the point of this channel is to bring hope and uplift in the community about.
And we can bring we bring as much hope and uplift to the community as possible. There's still going to be people who just want to poo on your parade. And in this gig, in this job, it's just something you got to deal with. And they're going to be there. No matter what game you're talking about, you're going to have people poo all over it. Do I still think there's hope for this game? Yes. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this. So that's where we're at, right? And there's always going to be the people who just want to pee on your parade and, just be that golden shower of fun for you. It's just, like I said, ignore them and just keep on keeping on.
Stated things that have already happened or we want to happen. And honestly, I'm at the point, even though you don't like the message being spread and you're going to keep on trying to have your voice be heard or whatever, I have better comfort feeling bad over the repercussions over making this part of the video. And if you're of agreeance of the message and goal of this channel and these videos, then please, I would very much appreciate it if you would watch, if you watch through the video.
I am.
At the very end, comment which you find is interesting. Whether it's an idea, criticism, or something you would like to add on to the points that are made in the video, in these
Or
videos.
just say hello.
Anything is appreciated, so long as we're able to create something that brings a boastful and encouraging change.
I haven't seen PvP this active in so long.
Or whatever other video topic we may be covering. And look, I try to understand where these people are coming from. Truly, I do. That's why you see me responding to many of these comments that are exactly what I'm describing. Because these are truthful videos about truthful, positive situations we're getting in the community. So I try to be encouraging and bring out why this is a net positive for the game and for the community. And I feel like I have to piggyback on this point because we're already seeing this be true.
Did we just get a wardrobe change?
Today, 2 days after the dev stream has came out with news of
this was done like a couple months ago, so
in different other EU countries, if I'm not mistaken, that are in different languages. We see that they're getting on their strike, so story might have to be delayed. Voice acting strike from somewhere that's not even related to them is somehow being detracted towards them. And I'm not saying this is happening in my community. I'm not blaming anyone from my community for saying this.
Okay,
I'm just saying
who was it in my community?
The Star Wars community.
I pretty much know who you are, but who was it?
The developers are the main
Davish, was it you?
catalysts of that. Like, they could control what's going on. Even before that, we saw with them making changes, I'm not gonna spoil, with them making changes to make swtor more of an MMO in the dev stream, we see people up in arms about it. Instead of providing, feedback saying, hey, can we actually adjust it? We instead see just people saying, fire them, get rid of their jobs. They don't deserve to be working there anymore. And this is where I have to start being on their side a little. I have to be on their side because we're getting swtor to become more of an MMO, which we've been saying this game needs to be. It already does well in the story front. No one can compete that. And with them trying to work on that and them working on DirectX 12, on top of them then going to be providing story, we're going to be seeing a bunch of things roll out in the late of January or the late of 2025 to probably mid 2026 was DirectX 12 probably coming out, or at least
I really hope
alphas
so.
of DirectX 12 coming out. So we already are seeing so much change that's about to happen in these next 2 years that there's actually a lot to get excited for. But instead we are dividing ourselves and making the situation worse when we can't come together and have a single.
I think the biggest divide though in this community is and this is what at least Sam and I have been battling in Birdface, Keldron, and others. We've been battling I know Sam and I have been battling this for years. The community is divided into two camps. You have the camp that everything's fine, everything's great, it's amazing. Guys, just pay attention to all the armor sets and the colors and all the pretty things. And then you have our side of the camp, which is kind of like, yeah, those are cool and all, but hello, writing on a wall, something's not right here. We need to all come to a table and discuss this. And when you deal with a dev team that doesn't want to meet at that table with people that they disagree with, game-wise, politically-wise, whatever-wise, it makes things really hard and people kind of get a bit pissy. And I like to pride myself that this channel here, Boomy Nation, we're more of a middle-of-the-road kind of peeps. It's what we do. But I get both sides of the argument, but at the same time, that divide is going to be there. And we just have to keep on keeping on.
Singular thought and not run around with our heads chopped off. We are doing nothing but making this game
fun, though.
The same version that you currently hate right now. This is exactly what.
I think the other issue is the community is having is the time it's taking to do anything for this game. Yes, the actor strike, yada yada yada, that happened. That was a big thing, right, for this game at least, while all the other games were able to do stuff, but we're not going to talk about that. But it's the timing of it, it's the lackluster story, and it's just everyone's yearning to go back to Republic versus Empire and all that jazz, and want to get away from whatever the hell's going on with the Mandalorian and just all the Darth Malgipoo. I say let Darth Malgipoo do his thing, and let the Lord God Jadis come back and take us all to Jadis heaven. That'd be great. And no, Valen's not coming back. You know who you are. You watch my videos all the time. You're in the Discord. Just let Valen be, man. I love her. She's a crazy girl. I'm down with that. But I think we just need to let her die. Just leave her alone.
Where this point comes in, we need to stop.
That was a tangent.
Saying, fire the devs when we actually have been seeing for this whole past like half a year change actually happening.
I feel like he's talking to me on that. And the only reason I say that get rid of the devs is because
for you guys,
they're activist twits.
For this channel, I believe that
they're doing more damage to the game than anything else.
Will believe in this message and comment.
Not all the devs.
Would like to see better swtor and its MMO venture on top of many other things like we're going to discuss in this video. Anyways, onto the video. Future JB gone, back to past JB. This is exactly what puts me in a situation that makes it hard for me to even upload or want to upload these videos, because I know majority of the time I'm not even able to continue on to making the next video. I have to then respond to the people that are just trying to.
That's the thing. You don't need to respond to them. Just keep doing you.
Different ideas that are not of what I want this channel to be. That it just makes
you will drive yourself crazy if you respond to every single naysayer.
Than a content creator.
My advice: ignore them.
The people commenting, and I only
get
try
why
to
you want to do it,
content,
but
hard proof change.
The best,
which I realize only limits myself. But while making these
the best thing you can do to negate what these people do in the comment section is just keep making the videos as you're making it.
Response comments. I realized these people commenting aren't here to bring meaningful change. They're just here to be noticed and seek validity to the feeling of this game is fucked, so they don't feel alone in how they feel.
It's just like any keyboard warrior out there,
and that's the type of energy I don't and will not have in this community, because it's not what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like none of these videos I make are videos that are me being down about things. If anything, I'm probably one of the more joyous ones that don't just hide their feelings of what they think.
He hasn't been jaded yet.
The whole community thinks, because I don't care if people don't find that what I'm thinking of is like, oh, he's such a newcomer. Even though I have 8 years under my belt, like some of them are founders, so they have their reasonings and whatever. But I've been playing this game for half of the game's lifetime, so me still being positive while being a part of half of its life has some room of validity to it. And you can still see the videos I have made posting of when I first got into the game. But on top of,
how is this man able to tank all those hits? Part 2. Okay. I like it.
That when we're stuck with the comments that are just same old, it's hard to spark any idea. The only comments that are being spammed are the comments prevent any ideas from sparking up, any creative bone in anyone's body from happening. Maybe, just maybe, one of the developers watches one of those videos and is like, huh,
they watch them.
Since I looked at the comments and we saw things the players actually wanted of one unity, not just I want this. If this doesn't happen,
hey, do you want their email? You can just send them the
they can
screenshots of the comments. I'll give it to you.
And that's why I try and create ideas, like I said in the last video, ideas that don't require big change until DirectX 12 comes out, that have different UIs, different graphics and all that. Instead, changes that make swtor more of an MMO. There's just simple things, which we're covering in this video. Again, like the last video, we're covering all of this for actual change that can currently happen with the current technology we have on the current software the game has. Hey, and like I said, raging and irksome in this part of the video. So with that being said, I say this in the most sincere and respectable way. If any of these points relate to you and you're still of the same mind you were 2 to 3 or even 4 minutes ago, then again, I say this respectfully, sincerely, and considerably. Get the fuck out of my community.
Had to warn my lovely new good supporters in their language. Oh, I got y'all. More Libby, more Russian. Well, I think the F word is quite universal. I think we're good.
But with that being said, I'll try and be more proactive and consistent with my uploading schedule. I just had to let that be known because it made uploading a lot of these videos very hard to do. I just heard what I said in the beginning of the video, let me just say, when I said I had the video planned out, I meant I had the ideas and the format for that part of the video planned out. But as you could tell, with me having the same shirt, that shit did not happen. And no, I did not go on a 72-hour gaming sesh. Probably. But anyways, the transition to the main part of the video. Hopefully, after watching this video, if
I don't know which part of the video we're on right now. I'm enjoying it. I like his energy. Maybe he washed his shirt and he really loves that shirt, or he bought multiple pairs of that shirt. We don't know his life.
If there's anything you agree or, disagree or something you would want to add on, comment on the video about changes and bring attention and share the video.
I will.
Whatever it may be, so they can see and we can come up with the same idea of what we all want. Because if someone posts,
in other words, what he wants to do, and I know I'm pausing a lot, and this is going to be a fracking long video, and that's what we've been asking for, is just everyone come to the table, throw ideas at it, and see what we come up with. I'm a fan. Get on with it.
This idea they want, and people go to the comments and like it, it makes it so much easier for them to make change. And like I said, these are all changes that don't require a new
now I'm
UI,
thinking of
new
Youngblood
graphics,
singing
better,
Changes
better
by
stuff.
Ozzy
They're just
Osbourne,
simple
and now I'm sad.
Changes that make swtor feel like an actual MMO. So like I said, please.
That's the problem with swtor. Since day one, it has had an identity crisis. Can it be more MMO-ish? Yeah, you can. But BioWare, now broadsword, has always been chasing the KOTOR coattails, and even like I said, since day one, this game has had no idea what it was. Is it a regular RPG just with multiplayer stuff, or is it an MMO? It's always fought with that, and they've been going more and more and more to this single player type of experience within the umbrella of an MMO. Will we get away from that? I don't know. At this point, who knows?
Please comment under these videos. There's no one criticizing what you feel or would like to see in the game. All right, anyway, though, take care and enjoy the video. Peace, y'all. All right, now let us cover the 7 ways the devs can work towards fixing swtor's MMO side of the game.
I'm ready.
And these are all changes that don't require any updates. They don't require any graphical changes. They don't require any newer UIs. These are all things that have previously been a thing before, added in with some code, and easily be covered over in DirectX 12 or whatever, translated over with no problem.
But we don't know when DirectX 12 is going to come out, so.
Anyways, starting with number 1, remove gearing restriction by level. I see it with a lot of other games. There's usually no limit, nothing limiting you.
A lot of games just has the gear.
Now I'm not saying they should have level 80 gear,
so.
but I think gear under level 70 and under should just always be available. The drop rates could be super low getting them, but it should still it should
same
be
time
possible.
There's something you want to be able to chase something,
give like a level 20
and in an MMO chasing the loot is
like that. I know there's a lot
just
of levels,
like breathing,
but at the same time there should be more leeway to getting better gear. The idea is good gear should always be something you should strive towards in an MMO. It's something for
paid players and not paid players. They shouldn't do that
earlier ahead of time, which is really good. Point number 2, making group content actually challenging. Now this actually covers.
I think they should have different levels of challenges, as you see in different games.
I talked about it earlier.
World of Warcraft is doing that. I mean, hell, like Diablo thing. Go in. I mean, yes, you have like the different tiers you can do, but why not just have like a mythic type style thing like World of Warcraft does? And you have the keys for it, and you have people who are just chasing this new type of end game thing where they're making already available flashpoints. In this case, there'd be dungeons in World of Warcraft, but flashpoints that you can just keep ratcheting it up. I like that idea. I like bringing more challenge into things. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below.
In my ranting side of the video, but currently a lot of people in the community are very upset that swtor has made it so any type of group content that is made with through the group finder for flashpoints the cutscenes for those flashpoints will immediately be skipped. I don't like having to wait through cutscenes, but at the same time,
I disagree.
know the easiest solution for this is just to make content harder. I've been saying it for forever. I don't even think I should be playing in veteran modes. I just play them because I don't get pops and master. I'm not gonna wait forever. I can just play veteran, get the same amount of rewards for like barely, with there barely being a difference. It's so dumb right now where master mode or flashpoint, veteran flashpoint gives you 300 tech for X for a weekly, and a master mode gives you 500, while you see things like weeklies for PvP giving you 2,000. I believe we need to be increasing these caps and increasing the tech frag limit for players. It just needs to be, there really shouldn't be restrictions anymore. Like, well, this gets you excited and hyped to play next week as soon as the launch happens. No, your content should be the thing that should be getting you excited to keep on playing. The weeklies.
I agree, but when the content starts stalling out, and it takes so long for there to be content, I can get why people are a little pissy about that.
Allow story, the cutscenes. And
but if you're brand new to the game, there's so much freak to do, man. You know what you're
going into. You are there to get high-end difficulty combat. I'm tired of, ever since post 7.1, back in 2023, where we were having the darkest of times.
There are other players who just only have so much time. They really just either want to get the story, or they just want to be able to go in, gear up a little bit, and get out. So that's the balancing point. That's why I say there needs to be like a mythic difficulty level for this game. I think that would be a great idea.
In the MMO space, with people, the casuals having too much of a voice to be saying make everything super easy. Master mode's heavily nerfed. Veterans heavily nerfed. Where the point there was no reason of queuing one over the other. They're both the same. They're both skill-wise, and that's just not how.
Man, I haven't done PvP in this game in so long.
They still have time before 7.7.
Watching this just brings back very painful memories of how many times I have died because I suck at PvP.
To give incentivize, but also
not in real life though. In real life,
to make it worthwhile, and then listen to the people that don't want to. You know, even though I do think that's the heavy casual side. Whatever. Separate the casuals and the sweats. That's how it always works. Get the people that you're never gonna play with, or like.
No, that's what the LFR or the
the casual side of things.
Group finder, whatever, is for the casuals and whatnot.
That's leveling and like, oh, I liked it with no cutscenes, or I was really hoping for that. Well, first off, if you really are someone that's following a meta hard, then one, you'd be playing heroics, and two, your secondary class would be stealth, which I get. If you're a non-sub, you can't have a secondary class. If you're a non-sub, basically, you're probably more likely focusing on story and enjoying the game than focusing on end-game content. Because if you're focusing on end-game content and leveling up, then you would make sure to lease up for that month while you're leveling before you just commit to leveling. But that is my very obvious fix, very easy fix. It's to the point where however they did it before 7.2, just revert it back. Players want it. Players want difficulty now.
That's fair.
It's fine. Just add the difficulty
update, they seem
back.
to caboodle
and I hope
stuff.
this is something that they see. The more competitive side, make cutscene skippable. For the casual side, make it an option. There you go. It's all it ever has to be.
What do you guys think?
The sweats.
Comment on my video
make it
and
sweaty.
his.
For the non-sweats, make it non-sweaty.
Which will be in the description below. Obviously.
All right. Point number 4. Bring back player curiosity. Now, what I mean by that, bring back player curiosity. I mean by that is, as a leveling player, you should be seeing everything a level 80 can also see. But what I do mean is that you should be getting. I think everyone should be getting these schematics for different things depending on what your level is. You know, if you're max level, you should be getting the max schematic possible for something. I don't know, just something schematic wise. You should be getting from Flashpoint. Yes. You're leveling. You should be getting your own level tier schematics, and then on top of that, while you're leveling, you should be getting tech frags just like everyone else. This is where I'm coming back to the tech frag.
And then it should unlock
the tech frag cap. Just remove. You should be able to get tacticals early on. I've been saying this. You should be getting early drops. You should be getting everything, almost everything.
I mean, I understand why they don't do that, because they want to give you something to chase. You want to continue leveling and do this stuff so you get to a certain part where you can unlock these advantages, so you can do more damage and unlock other perks as well. So I get why that. I say let's just compromise, have it all there for people to get, and they can't use that until they get to a certain level, unless I'm completely misconstruing what he's saying.
I think a level 80 gets, whether you can use it then or not, you should be getting them so you can work on it or have something, hold on to them early on. And technicals are the bare minimum. We had those since level, pretty sure we had those since level, I feel like we had this since level 70, but probably 75, I think. I know that's the actual cap for them. Point number 4. This is the biggest one. It should be point number 1. Improve sound quality. Right now, the current game, when you listen,
get some better Foley sounds going on.
I wish I could have. I had enough time to show you guys how bad the sound quality in this game is by showing all the terrains. But I really want you guys to go look for it or try it yourself. Go over to like Outeron, to the starting planet. Step on the snow and step on the pavement while you're outside. Once you've got done doing that, then go over to Tatooine and step on the sand and hear how outdated, clumpy, would I say rugged? It just sounds echoey and
I'm not overly bothered by it.
But listen to that second part again. It sounds echoey.
They could remaster the sounds
or
and work on the timing
on pavement
with it,
sand, or snow.
But this is a tall order, and good luck with them redoing Foley sounds for this game. Like I said, the best they can do is remaster it, make the sounds a better, higher quality by doing that, and resyncing it. But that right there takes a lot of time, and they do. I mean, we're barely getting story out of these people, so getting a footstep. To me, it's never bothered me. It wasn't until now I went, oh, wait, what? Really? I never cared. I always thought the way the character ran was a bit weird, but now that's all I'm going to hear when I play. I mean, now that it's one of those things. I'm like, oh, okay. But, I mean, party on.
No, that is outside. Now, it's not really for the sand and snow, which, you know, maybe, I mean, it depends.
It's just like ASMR.
Never mind, I was gonna make it lighter. But for the pavement, for whatever reason, if you actually try and if there's a pavement or like a concrete trail, if you walk on that concrete trail, more than likely you will hear echo for whatever reason while you're outside. I don't know. It doesn't really matter if people agree with me or not on this point. It's just something I know for a fact.
I mean,
this is what
it
really
could be true.
Is killing this game from seeming more modern. I think the graphics are already going on a perfect direction.
Maybe they will work on sound.
By the next 2 years, it'll be good for the times. Point number 5. I think this was something Star Wars Central said in his video of what's making
Sam, you got called out, brother.
SWTOR, and I 100% agree on this point. Let free-to-play players type in general chat.
Yes,
there's nothing
I agree
more killer for MMO than not allowing people
to brush my
be a
beard
part of that MMO. Typing is a key essential thing, and I'm not gonna go too heavy in this point. I just think this should be a bare minimum, and it's an obvious thing that needs to be added. Because if you can't even interact with people saying, "Hey, let's get a group going for heroics or flashpoints or PvP," you're not even able to play. You're not even interact with 50% of the MMO. So
I agree.
Verify your.
There's too many gated things that really divorce people from the game, and I am all for getting rid of all that crap.
In 2025. Next up, allowing non-guilded players to request to join guilds from the guild tab. Now, what this means is when you are not in a guild, you currently, when you open your guild window, have a blank screen open just with like 5 Jedi, if I'm not mistaken, with their lightsabers, or basically a group with that just has nothing on it. The guild window is essentially empty. That is.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing you can do in World of Warcraft is you can look up the guild and apply to as many as you want until one,
use the system that you
lets you get in.
Currently have,
or their bot will just auto-invite you, and you're like, okay.
And you copy and paste that into the guild window. Now, for those who may not have ever been a high leader or rank in a guild, your guild's profile, you're able to describe what the guild is about. Is it for competitive players? Is it for casual players? Is it for everyone?
If I
Is it
had
for
a guild,
roleplay? You're able to describe all of these things and describe
bunch
what
of
your
morons
guild's content is
who
oriented
like to drink
so to speak.
and
or like is it all
love
ages,
weird memes. Go.
More mature, or whatever. You can specify all those in your guild profile. Pretty sure all swtor would have to do, or the devs would have to do, take the current guild profile and just make it a search bar. So have all these recommendations in the guild window, and then once you specify them, and you can just put all in for them all, then you're able to just press a search or whatever button you would have, and you would get the list of guilds with a active person that can invite you. Well, not even invite you. Active guilds, or
all they need to do is like World of Warcraft does.
Guilds that are
is you just go to the guild search window, it pops up tons of guilds, and it lets you know whether they're full, whether they're inviting, whether they're closed, yada yada yada. You go to the ones that best fit what you're trying to do. If you're trying to get into the top end guilds, like for example, Convert to Raid Guild, like one of the biggest guilds out there outside of AoE. There's an application. I mean, with CTR, you pretty much just get in, you go to the website, and you're in. But depending on what you want to do, sometimes you just have to apply. But there are tons of guilds who are just for casual players. And I think he's right with this one. I think there needs to be a better guild searching option for this game.
Leaders that can invite you into the guild. So that would mean high-ranking officers or the guild leader himself would be able to, if they were online, would be able to invite you to their guild if they were online. Lastly, add a story mode lair boss so everyone can participate.
Yeah, okay.
Right now, what currently swtor desperately is drastically missing right now is something where everyone can participate in. Yes, you have world bosses, but they don't give a goal for like as a whole. They give individual.
And also, a lot of times there are those players who just don't care.
Really
they just want to kill the thing and get the loot.
This works is because it worked for me in Throne of Liberty. Someone had
but he's not wrong.
Me,
I think this would be cool.
But the same thing could have worked. I see their guild window. I see the guild window has I can request to join someone. They tell me, hey, on Saturday, there's going to be guild bosses that are going to go from 12 p.m. to 2 to 3 p.m. So be sure to join so we can take out the guild bosses, and the guild can earn stuff, and you can earn gear, or you can earn currency, or you can earn.
I think Star Trek Online does some
items, things like that. There's
very
many different
similar
things
to that.
choose from, or cosmetics, or whatever. A lair boss would be a great thing to incentivize that. All it really would take is just team be traveled over to the instance, whether it be like, for example, the lair boss on Ilum or whatever lair bosses there are. I think something like that would be a great addition to swtor for all the lair bosses that are currently in the game. Give a story mode and have it so everyone can participate, and it's very easily to implement. It's very easy.
Watching him do this PvP really makes me want to do some more
GSF.
GSF.
Up to 80 to max level.
I love Galactic
Or you bring
Starfighter.
everyone at a middle ground, like a level 50
I
or
suck
whatever.
at it, but
the
damn
choice
do I
is
love
up
it.
to swtor. I think that'd be something that'd be very nice, very, very doable, and a very good thing and an interactive thing to see from swtor as an MMO. Anyways, those are the 7 things I think swtor could do to make this game very much alive, very much more.
Jazz hands, yay!
Making the game alive per se is not the goal. Should not be the goal right now for swtor. It should be implementing steps for once there's big news to be had. When people come back into the game, they'll see,
I think the biggest goal for swtor right now is to retain your current player base, and on top of that, start reaching out to newer players. I think that's something this game really sucks at doing. But they could do it. You get the right people into the right parts of leadership, the right devs into it. It could easily be done.
Wow, there is so much more like interactive stuff I can do in this game I never knew I could do before. There's so many options. There's so many things I could do with my friends, with my friends of friends, We can make a guild. We
What
can
are
fight these
friends?
guild boss. We can get tacticals. We can get set bonus gear. All of that. I think all of that would play a big part in the MMO scene. And honestly, if they were to bring back old set bonuses from gear, from like level 75 gears, level 50 gears from when the game first came out, that would really add to the immersiveness in this game.
I agree.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use them for the longest, but I mean, for the current level you're at, I don't know. Just things like that.
I mean, those things are really
ideas.
just meant for the current expansion that you're in. World of Warcraft does it all the time. I mean, that says something. If you've been playing MMO for years, you just kind of expect that, right? So all the top gear that you got, once the new expansion hit, it is worth crap the next couple levels that you go through. And then you just rinse and repeat. That's an MMO. Sometimes we signed up for this type of torment and torture in our lives, and we like it. Yes, please, may I have some more.
I'm thinking about that are easily implementable to really give the sentiment of swtor being MMO. But definitely, if I had to level rank these from most wanted to they're desperately needed to wanted, and you know would be nice to have, for sure, sound quality is number one. That's the thing that has to get done over time.
I don't know about that one. It doesn't bother me.
Modern.
I didn't even think about it until he said it. What do you guys think?
Modernization. Sound quality needs to be catching up with the modernization badly. Then it would be making group content challenging. They need increased difficulty.
Let's do a mythic system.
Increased difficulty of
There you
master
go.
mode. Finally give me a reason. Give players a reason. So I can finally test out being a tank. I don't like tanking, but if there were...
Yeah, I don't like tanking
they were to
either. It
actually make
scares
tanking
me.
or master modes hard again, I would learn it, and then I would be willing
That's
to
just
try
too
it
much
out in
responsibility.
tanking and operations, because I feel like that's how like kind of the system works. Then it'd be allowing non-guilded players to request to join guilds from the guild tab.
Yes, I
Add
100%
story layer
support
bosses,
that one.
That's a big thing. Let free to play players type in general chat. I feel like that could obviously be higher, but I feel like that's just an obvious thing.
I think free-to-play players should have so much more freedom than they do right now.
Not even doesn't even make
It's
sense.
honestly kind of bullshit
Then,
how
between the two
free-to-play
would
and
be
preferred
the,
players are treated.
Bring back character curiosity, and then
That
remove
meme really scares
gear
me.
restriction per level. Anyways, though, that is gonna be it for today's video. Let me know throughout the whole in the comments what type of these
I will. I did a whole video about it.
ideas you're excited for and would be interested.
Okay.
Anyways, though, that's enough rambling for today's video. And like I said, many more of these to come. Now that I have my mind more free of mind. Now that I'm more free of mind than I was before. Anyways, with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all. Peace.
Bye and thank you. Everyone, go. His stuff's gonna be in the section below. Do the thing. You guys know what the hell I'm talking about. But what do you guys think about this? I think this is a well done video. I think he had some great points to make. I like the guild research thing, and I really honestly think if you want to have more challenging end game content, bring a mythic type system into the game that it already, you know, you're not making something brand new. You're just making something in there that ups the level. I'm okay with that. I think that's something that would be good for the game. I like what he had to say. I love this guy's passion, and if you haven't followed him already, go do the follows, hit the like button, comment on his thing, let him know that Boomy sent you his way. We're all here to support each other in this community, from small creators to new creators to old dinosaurs like Sam and I. Do the things, guys. This was fun to do. Thank you, Prophet, for bringing this to my attention. If you guys have anything else you want me to react to, email me, hit me up in Discord. DM me, let me know, because sometimes things get lost in translation and I just don't see them unless you directly bang on my forehead and tell me, hey, do this one thing, Boomy, and I'll be like, okay, I guess that's fine. Anyways, guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button, the share button, and that bell notification button. And if you're on mobile, hit that hype button. It really helps the channel quite a bit. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, become part of the family here at Boomy Nation, the Freak Show YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, remember to be kind. It's about community, and don't forget to spay and neuter your Wookiees. We'll see you later, my friends. Good day.
Simply the best. Epic tales on every shore. Hit that button, ask for more.